Glad to have you with us from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and home to the Air Force Falcons. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Western Michigan Broncos, taking on another team from the MAC, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Broncos will kick it away to start us off. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Air Force's offense has the ball first today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game, and early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterbacks standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To the air, it's Tollefson. Finds his man down the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Falcons line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. So Western Michigan's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And, David, you know, from a roster standpoint, they're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm anybody from the receiver spot, but this is a dude that can get it done.
I think that's the biggest point that you made. It's a guy that has the potential to make big plays. And if you're pointing to a guy, he is the one. Talking to coaches, like, they've seen flashes in big moments. They need to see it consistently, and it starts today.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. Back to pass. Lets it fly. He's got it inside the 30. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. And he's got it! Touchdown, Western Michigan! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Goes to the option.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
He'll toss it. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Looking to pass. It's Tollefson. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Falcons will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Starts the drive trying to go up top. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Zings it complete to the right. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Back to pass. It's Tollefson. Rushes on him. Gets rid of it. Got a man. It's Allen. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got a man. It's Mason. Still on his feet at the 45. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. The Falcons in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Look out, he's got room. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. To the line quickly, they'll spike it to save some time. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Colorado Springs. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Falcons Stadium.
And the Falcons will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Johnson wants to throw it. Hauls it in. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Complete to the left. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. It's complete to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So now it's second and long. It'll be a draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So we open the final period with a third down play. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Western Michigan is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, third and long coming. Bring in the heat. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They kick it away on fourth down. He's got it. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. We'll see how the offensive coordinator pieces together this drive down late in the fourth. Using his feet.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of it.
Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Gives it on the option. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be first and goal from the 4. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the brain trust will go to work. And the quarterback takes a knee. Guys, I'm going to tell you, I just never saw this team falling into a 3-game losing streak. They are wounded, reeling, and they've had their confidence shaken.
It's been ugly. There's no other way to spin it. This is very ungood, not good. Got to find some way to get this turned around. Got to make more plays. You know, this is something that's frustrating, but let's not let it define your dynasty, right? Fix it, get it back together, try to pull some wins, try to figure this thing out.
It's frustrating too, David, because this is a team that has a lot of talent. I think part of the problem these last couple of games now has been lack of effort. So if you're on the coach